Well, hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career and money reading for the end of August, right through to the end of September 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Okay, let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aries, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. The first pile is going to be your protagonist energy, which is your approach to your career and your money situation. The second pile is going to be any obstacles or struggles that you've been dealing with. And the third pile is the unified energy, which means the outcome, things that are to come in the future. Okay, so let's get straight to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of regarding their career? What are they meant to see? Now, they're actually showing me an image in the water right now of a calculator. So some of you may literally be using a calculator as you listen to this reading, but it also could be that you are calculating a strategy or a plan, or you're trying to work something out in your career right now. It could be that you're trying to add up all the effort that you make in your career and wondering if you are fairly recompensed for it, or perhaps you feel that you're not being given the right money for your career right now, and you're trying to reestablish your power and go after a financial opportunity that brings in more money to give you the lifestyle that you want. You're not going to settle. I just heard in the water, I'm not another number. I'm not another number. So I feel like you are taking a very unique approach to your career. You are aiming to stand out from the crowd in the field that you are currently working in. And I definitely see you doing that. So long term, I definitely see lots of success and rewards happening for you. But they're also giving me a song right now as well. Really interesting. They're giving me a song that it feels like, I mean, the song's literally Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. And I'm using the STARMAN Tarot as well, so how apt. The STARMAN Tarot is by the wonderful David de Angelis, and it is actually inspired by Bowie. And I think David de Angelis actually worked with Bowie on the artwork as well. So, but they're giving me the song. The exact lyrics they're giving me are pressure, pushing down on me, pressing down on you. No man ask for, I think it says. No man ask for. Okay. So perhaps you've been feeling that there has been a lot on your plate recently. You've been exhausted. There's been a lot of pressure on you to make a decision or move forward on something. But I'm being given an energy of you can view pressure as negative or being a shaper or director of energy to positively influence your position where you can actually benefit. I feel you're the sort of person, you work well under pressure, but you don't want to be pressurized. So I really get a sense that you are trying to reestablish your power in the month of September. I mean, your first card is the Devil card. Your second card is the Hermit. Then you've got the Tower. So it really indicates that something has been difficult for you recently in your career, and you're trying to forge away. You may have felt tested. And look at that. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. So the start of something new, the start of prosperity. I feel like you're turning a page in your career, actually. So I feel we got the Lover's card here. You've got some choices to make. We've got the High Priestess, and we have also got the Prince of Wands. Now, that's a very exciting outcome for you, but I can definitely see that some of you have been going through a bit of difficulty in your career. You've been feeling very tested, isolated perhaps. You may have had to withdraw a bit in order to really focus on the next steps in your path. Now that was a lot of imagery and sounds that they gave me right at the beginning of your reading before I've even started really. So they gave me a calculator. So that's either you calculating a risk or an opportunity or trying to work something out. Also, they give me that song. But I get a sense that you're turning that pressure around to benefit. I feel like you're making that work in your favor. I feel like you're going to strive and thrive under these difficult circumstances. Now, your first card there is the Devil. Okay, now the Devil can indicate a feeling of being stuck. Okay, and feeling a little bit helpless to change your circumstances. But I get a sense here that you are being asked yourself, what is holding you back? Okay, you're someone who's very independent. Some of you may be trying to set up your own business, or you're trying to get more freedom in your working environment. And you may have felt that either there's bureaucracy or establishment, like rules and regulations, that are keeping you very stuck right now, or you just feel like you're in the flow of repeat and it just feels like same old thing, different day. And you're a fire element. You need to have challenge in the right way. You need to be excited about what you do. And I feel it's important to find a level of enjoyment in your career as well. So some of you are trying to enterprise something new and it just feels difficult. I also get an energy with the Devil card that you're you're going to be intensely focused, and I feel like there's an obsessive energy going on here as well. So I want to pull a card on this Devil card. Although it's crossed by the Lovers card and the Seven of Pentacles, I really feel like you're checking the exchange as to whether it's worth it. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of really opening yourself up to a new strategy, but it's also about reflecting on your progress to date and wondering if you're putting a lot of effort into something that gives little reward. So you may be looking at all the effort that you put in and feel like you're not financially rewarded for it. You may feel that you deserve more finances in the position that you've got to right now. So you may be actually putting your resume out there, trying to find new opportunities, and you may have found it very difficult, or you may have felt there's no opportunities out there for you at the moment, but there is one coming in. Okay, September is a big catalyst month for you where you're going to be doing something. I mean, it could be a new project. It doesn't have to be that you're leaving a space to do something new. It could be a new project that comes in that sees you in control. It's a little bit more exciting. I feel like you get to show your skill set. Some of you may even travel for it, but I get a sense here that you are like working independently. You're not someone who enjoys being micromanaged. I mean, nobody really likes to be micromanaged. Some people, they like the element of being told what to do and this is how it's always been done, but you're not that sort of person. You're like, you know what, I'm independent, I've got talent, you've got a skill set that you can actually work really well on your own, as well as being a team asset. But I get a sense here that you're striving for more independence, looking for some sort of elevation, promotion, or raise there. But it says here, destructive patterns, addiction, giving away your power. So this is the protagonist energy, and you may be looking at areas where you felt misunderstood, undervalued, or you're not paid the right amount of money, or you may feel underestimated in your career. You may feel that some people, or even the industry that you work in, you may feel like they're not appreciating your talents and your gifts, and you may feel like you're going unnoticed at this time. They're actually showing me the star in the water, okay, a star. So I feel like a star is going to be a symbol that you will see over the next 6 weeks. You're going to see it everywhere. I mean, you may even find a little star on the floor as you're walking down the sidewalk, or you may find a star in an unusual place, but you're going to see lots of imagery. And I feel this is an indication that you are going to be recognized for your skill set, that you are actually going to stand out, and you're aligning yourself with a wish or a goal or a dream to come true. I feel like you're going to reach wherever it is that you want to reach, okay? Because I feel like you're very goal oriented in the next 6 weeks. I feel like you're getting really focused. But the Devil card, there can be like an element of obsession, okay? Now the Lovers card in this position, before I pull a card on the Devil, I just want to clarify, there may be some of you, beautiful Aries out there, not all of you, there may be some distraction at work. So it could be that either there is a flirtation going on at work that is taking up a bit of your time, or it could be that there is a potential to have some sort of intense, like, connection with somebody, or it could be that you have like a relationship that you've got going on that's apart from work, and you're trying to find the balance between focusing on that or giving that time and energy as well as energy to your career. So please take it as it resonates. I do feel that what I'm seeing here is that it's more about attracting what you truly desire and having your heart in the right place in your career, because you may have felt there's something that's been blocking your flow or blocking your finances, and it's made you feel either stuck or truly helpless to change your situation. But I see an opportunity being offered to you that is going to be very rewarding. Okay, so let me just pull a card on that Devil card. Whoa, 10 of Pentacles. Now, the 10 of Pentacles can be that two things really. One can be that you are actually focusing only on the money. Okay, and with the Lovers card present, it can be an indication that don't sacrifice yourself to a toxic environment just because of the money. It's really important to find balance, okay? Because you spend a lot of time and energy in your working environment, that you need to enjoy what you do, and the money will flow from there, okay? So with the Devil card, some of you may be actually looking at the environment that you work in, because you do make a lot of effort. You work really hard, but you may be working in a toxic environment that wants you to settle at a certain level, doesn't allow you any room for maneuver in your career. You may have felt like you've hit a glass ceiling and you want to put your resume out there to find new opportunities. For some of you, if you've been out of work and you're looking for an opportunity and you found it really difficult to find work, the Devil card can indicate that you've been really stuck, or you've been feeling helpless because you've been putting yourself out there, you've been putting the effort out there, but nothing is quite gelling. Nothing is being attracted to you at this time. And I feel that you've been gaining a lot of knowledge. Some of you may even be taking courses online to get new qualifications, or you may be actually learning a little bit more about your craft. I definitely see something being offered to you in the next 6 weeks that is actually going to increase your finances, but also it's something really enjoyable, something that excites you, that gives you that spring, that's, spring in your step energy. The 10 of Pentacles can also indicate some of you are working for the family business, and you may feel that there are a lot of egos going on of how it should be run. I do feel that you will find peace in this scenario. I feel like you'll find a solution, and I feel there could be some new ideas that are implemented that actually help take the business to the next level and progress. And I feel tensions, then they start to dissipate, okay? Because I feel everybody could be worried about the money if you're working in a family business. It just means that, the pressure is on to make it work because everybody is invested in it. So I definitely see, though, it goes from strength to strength, and that you're turning things around, and that there is a page being turned here. But also with the Devil card, I get an energy of you trying to love what you do, but also bring in the finances, attract more wealth, because you have a lot of knowledge. And I feel it's almost like I'm getting two energies here. One is an energy of it never rains, but it pours. Okay, so it's like you've had a lot of difficult situations and they've all come at once. And I feel you are turning a page, but I also feel it's like sometimes there's not much opportunity, or sometimes there's not much money, and then suddenly there's loads of opportunity, and suddenly there's loads of money. So I feel like things are fluctuating for you, but they are on the up. So if you've been feeling that you've been stuck in a rut, I definitely see things changing for the better. Also, some of you may be feeling like you want to go into real estate, or you are in real estate, and I get a sense here that there may be some new rules or regulations that come in that put a little bit of extra pressure on. And, I don't like to give you that message, but that's what's coming through. So I have to be honest with that. I don't really know anything about real estate and running that sort of area. But what I am getting is that there could be some sort of established rules or new regulations that come in that may make you feel a little bit downhearted. But I feel like it's almost like there should be an umbrella right now, which means I feel like you'll be protected, because I feel every cloud has a lining for you. I feel like there's a silver lining in this, because you find an alternative way to approach it, which works in your favor, and you benefit more from it, okay? Now also, 10 of Pentacles, you are attracting more wealth. Okay, I get a sense here, especially with the Seven of Pentacles. I mean, going from the Seven of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles is hard, and I feel like you're obsessively working away towards your goal, and you're not going to give up, okay? The Devil card, it's the protagonist energy, so it can work in your favor that you have a certain level of obsession about what you do. Some of you may be workaholics, but also I get a sense here with the Devil card that you're trying to control a situation, especially if you feel like you've been giving away your power, underestimated or undervalued or underpaid for what you do. I feel like you are reestablishing your power in the next 6 weeks, okay? Seven of Pentacles, as you can see, again, there's money and then there's a rose. So this person is adjusting their focus. And as you can see there, the rose is rewarding, okay? It is something that is being grown, and there's finances there as well. So I feel like this person is not really focusing 100% on the money, whilst it is important. I feel like you are making sure that you are growing something that you care about, nurturing something to term, something that you can be proud of. And I definitely see that you're going to be very proud of yourself because you're reaching your goal. The World card indicates a lot of success, a lot of abundance, but ultimately it's about being on target. So I feel any projects you start or you have on the go at the moment, you will finish them. And I feel it gives you a sense of relief, but also a sense of pride that you did this. And you could see some sort of if you're not just checking in with yourself, which I feel like right now you're trying to like look at your progress, and I see some of you may go through some sort of appraisal, or there may be some sort of meeting that you'll have with people in your company where they're like addressing your progress, and I see that you're going to be elevated. I see that there could be some sort of change in the way that you work, or it could be some sort of new title or new approach, but it will bring in more finances, and it gives you a lot of creative freedom. I feel it actually is something that you've been wanting to do. It allows you to rise up, and it's totally in alignment with your vision, okay? But the Seven of Pentacles is really about saving finances as well. So when it comes to your money, I feel like you are, having enough. And if you haven't got enough right now, I feel in the next 6 weeks, you're going to have a little bit more than you thought. And I feel things are going to develop in a really wonderful way. I see some of you actually are saving for either your next big trip or a vacation, and I see that you're going to have a little bit of extra in order to put towards that as well. Now we also have the Lovers card. So this is a card at grassroots about attracting your heart's desire, but it's also a card of choice. So I feel like you're looking at your options right now because you have been feeling a little bit stuck or pressurized, or you may have been feeling really exhausted and feel you're kind of alone, battling away. You've been tested, there's been a lot going on, you've had a lot of multitasking to do, and I feel that there's just this energy of surely there's a better way. Okay, so some of you may be setting up a second stream of income because the Lovers card is a card of duality. It's that Gemini energy to be in the flow and be able to commit to lots of different ideas and things that are in alignment with your heart's desire. So some of you, you may have like a job that you are tied to right now, that you feel like you can't leave it at this moment in time unless you put the resume out there. And if you do, I definitely see there's an opportunity coming in that brings in more wealth. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience, so I feel like you will elevate quite quickly through the ranks, but at the same time bring in more money there as well. But some of you may be starting up something from home. It could be a second stream of income. This time period, and I've mentioned it in the Capricorn reading as well as the Aquarius reading, this time period we do have Mercury in retrograde. Okay, now Mercury in retrograde tends to be a very chaotic energy. It can mess with communication, it can make us feel misunderstood, or miscommunications can happen. Also the internet, there can be gremlins in the system where apps don't work or the internet goes out, or you may experience electronic devices just draining in battery. Also, I would check your spam folders for important information or emails, because Mercury retrograde can really play havoc with important messages. Okay, also I would check your hard copy mail in the post as well. But my point being is we do have a blue supermoon on the 30th of August. It starts, and that actually trines with Jupiter. Okay, so we have Mercury retrograding, but it trines with Jupiter, which means there is a reversal of luck, which means better luck. Okay, during a Mercury retrograde, there tends to be not much luck around, but Venus trining actually brings an increase in your good luck and fortune. But also, this all occurs in Virgo season. Okay, now Virgo season is to be very critical and to be very focused and organized about the time period ahead. So if you've just had a vacation, you may be feeling you want to get back in the flow, you want to get organized again, and it may be hard to get back in the flow. You may find that you can't remember your passwords, or you know, things that you normally do day to day feel a little bit like, oh, how do I do this again? I've kind of forgotten. I get a sense here of you trying to readjust or get back in the flow of things. But for this Mercury retrograde being in the sign of Virgo, it also indicates that collectively, everybody is going to think about a backup plan, a plan B, or an alternative approach. And I definitely see this is something that you've been either thinking about and trying to like connect to something creative that you do that could either bring in a second stream of income. It might be a side hustle. And it doesn't mean that your plan A is not going to work. I feel for the time period that we're living in, especially since you have the World card here, the world at large is changing. And I feel like you're finding many streams of income just to put yourself in a secure position should there ever be any change in the way that you work. So it could be that you're setting up an online business, or you're using the talents and gifts that you have already in order to create a course to teach people about what it is that you do, or to help people in some way. Or it could even be that you are selling stuff that you have at home that you've outgrown. I get a sense that you're using your skill set though in order to have like a safety net. So this is what the time period lends itself to everybody collectively. So you may feel influenced to explore that avenue over the next 6 weeks. Also, the Lovers card with the Devil card there and the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you may be in a business partnership, or you may be connected to a contract or something right now that you're wondering, is it worth the effort that you're putting into it? And if you feel like you've hit a glass ceiling in some area of your career, you're trying to find an adjustment, and that may be to either take on a new position elsewhere, or it could be to approach your career in a different way where you reestablish your power and say, you know what, I don't really gel with that aspect of my career, so I'm going to delegate that to someone else, or I'm going to speak to my boss and ask if we can find an alternative approach, or give that job aspect to somebody else so I can focus elsewhere and be more giving my energy more to something that matters in your career, that helps you elevate. So I feel like you're really restructuring at this time. Now, the Hermit is an energy, it's in the resistance position. It's an energy of feeling that you are wanting to be a little bit more independent. Some of you may be thinking about going solo in your career as well. And that could be setting up your own business, becoming an entrepreneur. And if you lost your position before you've come to this reading and you're just feeling a little bit fearful about the way ahead, I definitely see that things are turning in your favor. Something's being offered to you. You're being given 2 cards where the hand of fate is offering you something that is in alignment with your skill set, your wisdom, your knowledge, and it will fairly recompense you financially for it as well. Now it says here meditation, solitude, and consciousness. Okay. Now, the Hermit energy can indicate that some of you are in need of a break, that you have been working so hard, their pressure has been on, and you are feeling that you're burning the candle at both ends, trying to make things work. Whether you've got a couple of positions on the go at the same time, it's important not to spread yourself too thin, because when you burn yourself out, then you're going to have to actually take time out to recalibrate and recharge your batteries, and you don't want it to affect your health. Okay, so just watch out for that there. So the Hermit in this position is like you're not really taking any time out, but it can also indicate that you've got some sort of idea bubbling up in the background about doing something from home. Okay, because the High Priestess there is present, and it indicates something that you're not talking about at this time, maybe something that is like swirling around in your mind that you haven't really explored yet, but it's something that is definitely an opportunity that you could be curious about. The Hermit energy is really about seeking answers. okay? Knowing that you have all the wisdom within you to actually affect your circumstances outside you. But also the Hermit energy can indicate that some of you have been feeling a little bit isolated in a very toxic environment, or you've been feeling that you are on your own, that you take up the majority of the work and that other people are not supporting you, or there's office politics, or you feel like you're forging away through a very difficult world on your own, and it's hard. And I get a sense that you're feeling a little bit fed up. It's important to recharge your batteries at this time. And I feel, yes, you have been tested. You've got the Six of Wands in the resistance position, so it's like you got it in the reverse. But I do feel like you're passing these tests. And some of you may literally have taken some time out, personal time out, to gain more knowledge, gain more wisdom, get a qualification. You will achieve your goal, and I feel like you pass with flying colors as well. But the Six of Wands, some of you are feeling unappreciated, or that you feel people do not see all the effort that you make. And I see that changing. I see that you're going to be recognized for your skill set. I feel there's some really great news coming in that turns your whole career around. And I feel that you are going to increase your finances as well. The results are going to be seen of all the investment you've made in your career, okay? Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I'm seeing two people high five. So either you are thinking about setting up a business with somebody else, or there is some sort of win that you'll celebrate. And I mean, it could literally mean that you are looking out the window and you see two people high five right now. So high five is kind of like a win, an appreciation, like a you got this energy. And that's what I'm definitely picking up in this reading for you as well. We've got the High Priestess. It's in the reverse position, again, like you got it in the reverse, but I get a sense that instinctively you are learning more about your craft. Some of you may have put yourself on a course of learning, or you desire to, and some of you may even be thinking about taking a sabbatical from work, maybe even exploring your options, doing something on your own, independently, setting up an entrepreneurial business, or I feel like you're taking a step back in order to get a bigger picture of your career, and intuitively you're being led to the position you're meant to be in. I feel like you're being guided, okay? But you're trusting your own feelings and your own intuition to get you to where you want to go. But with the Hermit here, the Six of Wands, and the High Priestess, some of you may feel like you're in between worlds at the moment. You're in a transitionary phase in your career, but it's only going to get better. If you feel that things have been in limbo, or you've been feeling stuck, or you're in a position right now that you feel it's difficult and it's been challenging, but you are also checking in to see if it's rewarding. And if it's not, I definitely see you opening yourself up to new opportunities. And on the horizon, not too far away, I feel like you reach your goal of getting a new position. Now, this could be a promotion. It doesn't have to be elsewhere. It can be that you're elevating out of a difficult cycle and being promoted to get a raise, a new job, new status, new income, and new responsibilities. But it's a breath of fresh air, because you've got that Prince of Wands there as well, which is the equivalent of the Knight of Wands, which means more enjoyment in your work, going from strength to strength, being unstoppable in your visions, and making things happen. I feel like you're having this sense of purpose, but also you're adding value to your career. So I definitely see your reputation is also going from strength to strength as well, okay? Now, we've got the Tower. The Tower is not a negative card. I want people to be aware of that. It's so important. The Devil card comes first. The Tower comes after in the major arcanas. The Devil is to feel stuck, to feel like you're connected to things that are making you feel restricted, or you're going round and round in circles. And the Tower is to identify and change your circumstances. So the Tower is to liberate, take a leap of faith. So I feel some of you, you are actually disrupting the cycle of what it's always been. I feel like you're making some sudden changes there. The Tower is working in your favor. And if you've had lots of signs and symbols to leave a circumstance because it has been negative to your progress, I feel the Tower is coming towards you to effect change. Now, this may feel a little bit uncomfortable at first, because sometimes we don't like change as humans. We like to know what we have established already in our lives, but I feel this works in your favor. This is a card where I feel something very big is ending, but something more rewarding is being offered to you. There's a positive transformation here. I would keep my eyes peeled for any new opportunities coming your way, because I feel it elevates you to the next level. The Tower energy is an energy of upheaval, shall we say, of something that's always been a certain way, changing, but for the better. So you may, even if you're in your working practices and you're staying where you're at, you may hear that your company are making changes, or they're restructuring the office. They may even be relocating, or they may be changing the way that the office is run, or merging with another company. There's definitely some sort of change afoot here. But if you work for yourself, I get a sense here that you're being inspired creatively, and I feel like you're in a cycle of productivity, and motivation and drive is increasing. And the World card tells me that you're going to be in the right place at the right time to meet the right opportunity, and you're not going to feel stuck anymore. Okay, the World card, it says completion, wholeness, attainment, and a celebration of life. So I really get a sense here that you're going to be in a cycle of fulfillment. Some of you may be thinking about whether you can do the work that you do either from home or from a different part of the world. Okay, now some of you, I don't like to bring up this message, but it is coming through briefly on your reading. It hasn't shown up for anybody else, but it's showing up for yours. So some of you may be thinking that there is talk within social media of like being locked down again. Okay, because we got the Devil card there, the Tower, and the World. It can mean that you feel that there are going to be some changes, world changes in the next coming months that are going to affect the way that you work, and you may be preparing for it. Okay, I feel like you are the sort of person who intuitively knows that change is coming, and I feel like you're putting yourself in a really good position to expect it. Okay, but the World card, ultimately, if I move away from that energy, because I actually see with the Ace of Pentacles and the Prince of Wands, I feel like you're not going to get caught out. I feel like you are either starting something else up, or you're getting like a second stream of income, or perhaps it's an online business, something that's ticking on over that you could do from home. And I feel that you are being in the flow of creativity and being your own boss. But the World card also indicates that some of you may be thinking about whether you can take your business on the road, or you're thinking about moving to another country, or, you know, emigrating, or establishing a startup business, or launching something in a different country. I just get an energy here of you envisaging all the potentials and all the possibilities of who you can be and what you can establish and how you can thrive, survive, and be very, very successful. Okay, but the World card ultimately means success, abundance, and reaching your goals. So whatever it is that you're working obsessively towards right now, I feel like you're on target to make your dreams become a reality. Now also we got the Ace of Pentacles. Some idea has a lot of potential to bring in a lot of finances here. When you get the Ace of Pentacles, this is prosperity in its purest form. And I feel like you're going to see concrete results of all the efforts that you've been putting in. Okay, I feel that you're aligning yourself with success, and you are making an impact in your career. So this could be the start of something. Either you're launching something, or you're being gifted an opportunity that is going to increase your finances and elevate you. Could be a new job, could be a raise, could be a promotion, even a bonus for, because I feel some of you are having some sort of either check-in with yourself, and you're going to be able to give yourself like dividends, increase in dividends because you're attracting more wealth. Or it could be that you're having an appraisal that will set you up for a really nice bonus as we come to a close out of the year. But the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like it's the start of something. So it could be the start of a business, or a start of an idea that you're going to nurture, and it's going to increase financially. Also, I feel there could be a new project here as well, but I also feel like you're going to be given a literal gift in the next 6 weeks. Now this could be as small as like a cup of coffee. If you go into the store, the person who is serving the coffee may actually say, you know what, it's on the house. This is an indication that you are in a changing cycle of prosperity, that now you're attracting goodness, wonderful opportunities, and more money in as well. I mean, it could literally be that you get to your office desk, if you work in an office, and someone has left a little gift there for you. Or it could be that some of you, if you're deciding to leave, you're being given a gift. I actually get an energy that you're going to be gifted something that you were not expecting in the next 6 weeks. It could be as small, as I said, as a cup of coffee. It could be a cookie. It could be a bunch of flowers. It could be anything, because they're not showing me exactly what it is. They're just showing me a package like that's got a bow on it. So that tells me it's a gift. But it could be an opportunity that's coming, okay? Now, we do have the Prince of Wands. This is the equivalent of the Knight of Wands. So this is, you know, a very powerful, motivated energy where you are committing to your goals and dreams. You have the energy to make them a reality, and victory reigns, okay? So of all the knights in the deck, the Knight of Wands is the one that has a real lust for life, who's very creative, who says they're going to do something and rushes off and does it. So I definitely see you're going to be in the flow of making your dreams become a reality. But also I feel that you are unstoppable, that you're being headstrong and you're taking creative action to bring in a little bit more spontaneity, but also a little bit more adventure into your career. And I feel like you're trying to shake things up a little bit because you're feeling a little bit stuck. So even if you're staying where you are, I feel like you're trying to find a new approach or finding something that you enjoy about your career to revitalize your spirits for it, or revamp or restructure or declutter even. You know, let stuff fall away that's not working for you or is wasting your time. So I definitely get a sense with this Prince of Wands that you're being bold, you're exploring your options, and you're venturing forward towards your purpose. And I feel that you're enthusiastic about the next steps, okay? So even if you're starting up a new project, I feel like you have the creative vision to make it become a reality. And they're showing me that crowns are very important for you. Crowns, I mean, crown chakra is to know that you're going to be successful. But crowns could also be a sign or a symbol that you are elevating, you're going into a leadership role. I mean, the Prince of Wands, it connects to entrepreneurship, to set up your own business or to take a creative risk or a calculated risk in some area of your career. And I feel like you're going to be right on target, okay? Now, the Ace of Pentacles tells me that there is some new money coming your way. And you also got that 10 of Pentacles at the beginning. So that tells me that there is better finances coming your way. With the Fool card, it's really about you finding a new approach or taking that leap of faith, either into something new or starting or launching something new. And for some of you, it may even be a partnership with someone you trust. Make sure you got a contract, because even though you trust that person, even though you love that person and they would never do you wrong, it's always important to get something in print just so everyone knows where they stand, okay? Because you never know what's ahead. Although I see lots of finances ahead for you and a little bit more excitement about getting stuff done. With the Fool card present, it tells me that you are overriding any difficulties, that you may be taking a chance on something or starting a new path that actually you're going to be very powerful in, okay? But also, the Fool card tells me you have a lot of potential in whatever it is upcoming for you. And I feel you're having faith that you're going to make things happen. Now, this deck, there is a rogue card in this deck, okay? It's meant to be there. I want you to be aware of it. It's meant to be there. It's a very special card. Not everybody gets it. So, as I'm shuffling this deck, they're showing me a candle. Now, this can be that you're reigniting your passion, or you're being hopeful, that you're going to be seen for your talents. I mean, I know that there is a card in this deck that has a candle on it, so they want me to go 2 more, so I'll go 2 more for you. It doesn't mean you're going to get that card that's got the candle on it, but they just show me a candle. So it may also mean that you just lit a candle, or you've created a money altar of some sorts. Thank you so much. So we have gold, and this is solid finances, investing, integrity, deep values, banking, long-term position, and satisfying work. And remember, you are worth your weight in gold. So this is a time where you're checking the exchange and you're not allowing yourself to be undervalued, underpaid, or underestimated in your career. We also have ornaments. And it says here, extra money. So as I said, new money coming into your world. mature investment and celebration, retail, beauty, finishing work, and retirement. So some of you are literally thinking about retirement or putting money, being able to save money into a retirement fund. But I also see that you are being so focused and organized that actually you're going to get everything you start finished, and you're just going to be in the flow of productivity. We've also got butterfly, sudden change, which really connects to the tower energy that you just got there as well. It says sudden change, frivolous spending, short-term loans, arts movement, temp jobs, fun work. So some of you may open yourself up to something seasonal or something freelance, especially since you've got the equivalent of the Knight of Wands there that can connect to freelance work. But it can also indicate that it's more about you enjoying what you do, okay? And we've got chess. So this is about making your next move. I mean, the Lover's card is a choice card, so it does indicate you're looking at your options right now and you're checking in with the exchange. And it says here, money strategy, wise spending, long game, military, thinking it through, and leader. So I definitely see that you are stepping into a position of more status with increased finances, but I feel like you're making waves and changing the way that you work to put yourself in a really great position. And finally, we are going to get some final cards. This deck is really wonderful. It's a career and money deck by MAHRUKH X, and it can inform you of things to come, but also give you valuable insights as to where you are right now or what you need to pay close attention to. So let's see what's coming out there for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay, no, it didn't pop out. There, we got the flipper there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Okay, they want me to go 2 more, which is bizarre. Normally I'd stop there. Now, because we have the Fool card present, it could also indicate that some of you have been looking after children. You're a parent and you're thinking about re-entering the working environment, and you may be feeling a bit nervous. I feel like you got this, okay? And I actually see that you're going to re-establish your position. Let me go, life purpose and recognition. So, the first card here is teacher. It's not the first card that popped out. The first one was be a sport. So but we've got here teacher. You have the ability to motivate others to strive to uncover their true potential. Consider careers in teaching, coaching, mentorship, or being a motivational speaker. You've learnt much about money. This is time to put it into practice, okay? So I get an energy, as I said, that you're really good at what you do, that you could find a second stream of income. Some of you can use your knowledge to build a course and put it online. So it brings in like a second stream of income. It's like a passive income going on there as well. So I definitely see that you're mulling around a lot of ideas. We've got be a sport. I mean, for some of you, this may literally mean that you are going to go into the sporting arena, or, you know, you may be someone who motivates people and helps to team build in some way. It says you're being asked to have more fun and focus on being a team player. So I definitely picked up on the fun part. It says you could be great at any sports career or in the field of health and fitness. Interesting, you got the health card there as well. So some of you are going into the healthcare system, or you work there already, but you may be finding an opportunity that brings in more enjoyment, but also more money. It says improve your finances by considering working as a team or doing a collaboration. And you definitely got the partnership card there as well. So some of you may be thinking about setting up something with somebody else. Make sure that they're on the same page as you, because you tend to put a lot of effort and time into your work, and just make sure that this person you're connecting to has the same work ethic, and draw up a contract, okay? I definitely see that there are going to be times where you pick up a little bit more slack than they do, but I feel like you're enjoying what you do, so it doesn't feel like you're overworking yourself, because I feel like the pressure has been on, but you're now turning a page. And it says health, okay? And this is important. It says some situation that needed resolution will be resolved and healed. Consider careers in the medical field, massage therapy, or any healing work. It's time to replenish your energy and fully energize to prepare for what's next. Because I definitely see that you're going to be very busy and that you're going to enjoy what you do. So you want to be ready and be supercharged. Now we've also got parenthood. Okay, and it says here, spend more time with your inner child and reconnect with that young curiosity of spirit. Your patient, nurturing, and warm nature would make you a great caregiver or parent. And don't forget to nurture and treat yourself while you work hard towards your goals. Okay, and I definitely feel that you have been obsessively focusing on something or working hard towards something. It's important to remember you need to be feeling like recharged, but also rewarded. Because if we always feel like we're working towards something, but it's not rewarding, we start to lose morale, we start to lose energy, we start to feel a little bit like, well, what is the point? Okay, and I feel some of you may have been feeling like that, but you're going to pick up this sense of motivation and vitality over the coming weeks. Now we've also got life purpose. So this is about connecting to your true north, to your true life's purpose there. It says, you will have new ideas and inspirations that will guide you to your divine calling. What is meant for you will not leave you as long as you continue to push forward. Ask for what you need and things will align for you to carry out your vision. Okay, so I definitely see that you are on track here. We have the people you spend the most time with shape who you are. So I know there's that old adage that if you want to be successful, you should seek out successful people because their energy is contagious and they can also share ideas and inspire. And I definitely see, even if, you know, it's hard to connect to other people, you may be looking at people online as to what they do and how to be inspired by them. They may even like help you out, show you, the way they did it or the pitfalls to avoid so that you can move forward at a quicker pace than them. And finally, we got recognition, and the star came out for you, and I really feel this is recognition for your talents, your gifts, that you will stand out in your chosen field and that you will be rewarded for it, okay? And look at that, that's a trophy. Like if you're in the sports industry, you may even literally win an award, okay? It says here, your money is looking good and solid. Whatever you're working on will now win you the respect of others, and you could earn a leadership position or get the recognition that you deserve. Okay, so that's all showed up in your reading for you, and it's just, validated by that last deck there, so that's quite exciting. Now I'm just going to go and get a rune for you before we close. Okay, they've given you one rune here. We've got the arrow. Now that indicates the only way is up. You're super focused, you're going to be right on target. So I feel like you have had to be a bit of a warrior. Things have been difficult, but I feel like you're striving forward and you're overcoming any obstacles and you're having the courage to take your career to the next level. You will get justice, I just heard. You will get justice, okay? So I feel like you're going to be right on target. And you will find direction as well over the coming weeks too. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Aries. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aries, and love and light.